David Warner chose the biggest sporting occasion in the Australian cricket calendar to come alive in the Ashes and fill his boots. England's bowlers were made to look like nothing more than bowling machines as the Aussie opener tucked into a familiar selection of fast-medium morsels. The Boxing Day test at the Melbourne Cricket Ground is an Aussie institution, and Warner gave the local crowd plenty more Christmas cheer, bringing up his 50 from 64 balls. By the lunch break, Warner, who is yet to get a ton in the series, had moved on to 83 not out, with his team sitting pretty on 102-0. Cameron Bancroft has been far from fluent, but such is the perfect batting conditions out in the middle, he too is still there on 19 not out. Joe Root's early hopes of getting his team's nose in front were dashed by a lost toss, with Steve Smith barely able to contain his excitement at being able to bat first. There wasn't a cloud in the sky and the pitch looked built for a run fest, but it was his bowlers who were going to have to toil. Debutant Tom Curran was the only change to the side from Perth, replacing Craig Overton, and he received his cap from Bob Willis before play. But there was no joy for him or his fellow bowlers, who again found it nigh on impossible to move the ball off the straight. James Anderson and Stuart Broad were given the respect their careers demand, but they were anything but threatening when it came to taking a wicket. The same goes for Chris Wokes, Curran, and even Moeen Ali, who turned his arm over and was deposited back over his head for 6. The omens didn't look good for England before this game, and by lunch on day one they look even worse.